What's up, everybody?
What's up? What's up?
How y'all be? Y'all all right?
I'm good.
Praise the Lord.
I hope y'all good.
Yeah, praise the Lord. That's what we're going to do. Praise the Lord, saints.
Hallelujah.
He's worthy.
He's worthy.
Yes. Yeah, welcome to the Without Limits podcast, conversations with CJ
and Jay.
Yeah. Listen, before we get started into this, make sure you do subscribe to the YouTube channel and all of the other outlets that we're on. If you don't know, shame on you.
Oh, don't say shame on them.
Yeah.
They probably just don't know, so we gotta inform them.
Okay, fine. I guess I gotta inform you. Yeah. No, we on YouTube. Like I said, if you are on YouTube watching at this very moment, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like, and of course, make sure you comment. We want positive comments.
Yes.
If we get any negative comments, we're going to pray for you, and then we're going to delete your comment. Okay? God
In
bless
Jesus'
you.
name.
All right. Make sure you also follow us on Instagram. Make sure you download the Podbean app.
Yes.
Download the Podbean app, and you're going to search for Without Limits Podcast, and you'll find us on there. Also find us on Twitter. I don't know how much longer we're going to be on Twitter because I've been looking on Twitter, and there's so for right now, look on Twitter. Then finally, actually, you know what? We just got on Facebook.
We are on Facebook.
We are on Facebook.
And it's blowing up.
It is. And I was real hesitant on doing Facebook.
I'm glad you did it.
I was hesitant. But yeah, we got like over 100 followers now.
Yeah.
So
just within the first week.
I'm
and
excited.
That's great.
I'm
so
excited.
Listen, tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your auntie, tell your cousin. All them. That we are on Facebook and we on YouTube, definitely on YouTube. So subscribe to us.
Absolutely. Follow
us on Facebook.
Absolutely.
And everything that he said.
All that.
This is gonna be great, y'all.
All right, let's get into this. So this particular episode.
What we talking about?
So there's so many different tentacles, if I can go that route.
God. So
many different tentacles that we can bring about on this subject, but we just gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about music.
Okay.
I
love music.
So if I can, let everybody know, or let you know, or whoever know what ignited this conversation.
Okay.
Is missionary Beyonce.
My God.
The woman of God. I guess she sampled a song from the Clark sisters. And for some apparent reason, that just raised up a little bit of a commotion. And then the other folks, I don't want to start naming people.
The other folks,
the saints start talking about, the music and all that other stuff. And so I wanted us to have a conversation.
Okay.
I want us to have a conversation because I want to know from you, because we're going to talk about the sampling stuff and all that if we get to it. If we don't, cool. But I want to know something from you. How from growing up to now, how was music like in your life? Like, how was it like important in your life? Was it always around? Like, and if it was, what type of music was around your home when you were growing up?
Wow. Music has always been a part of my life. Always.
Yeah.
Of course, growing up in the church.
Of course.
You are, whether you're in the choir or sitting in the pew, you going to be around some music.
Absolutely.
Okay?
Absolutely.
So, as for me, I was singing in the children's choir, 2 years old.
Yeah.
We had no options. We had to do that.
Of course.
Because, you want your kids to be active, right? So that's what I did.
Okay.
Since from the age of 2, then at 5, I started playing piano.
Okay.
I stopped playing piano when my music teacher hit me on my hand because she was Catholic. She was a nun. Bless her. Yeah, and I quit after that.
You couldn't hit her back? Okay. then
And then
her name?
I don't know her.
I
cannot remember her name.
Mother.
I cannot remember her name, but I remember
Sister Mary. That's what we call her, Sister Mary.
Sister Mary Clarence.
Sister Mary. Sister Mary. That's what
no, for sister. No, but seriously, I think that may have been her name. Now that I think about it, but anyway, or Margaret, something like that.
It's an M.
One of those.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
But so she yelled at my mom that she has to practice, because I always like, say for example, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star.
Okay.
Everybody knows that song.
Right.
We learned it in preschool. I wasn't reading the actual music. I was playing by ear. Mm-hmm. And so I'd just be playing. She said, that is not what's on the paper. So she would yell at my mom, and my mom was like, you got to get this. You got to. I'm like, you know what? Now you raising your voice. I don't even want to do this.
I
quit.
Period.
And then fourth grade, fourth grade, I gained interest in playing in the band.
Okay.
I didn't start playing until I was in fifth grade.
Okay.
With clarinet. Mm-hmm. I stuck with it, still play it. Mm-hmm. Sixth grade, saxophone, still play it. Okay. And then it progressed. So I play several different instruments to this day. Okay. I've been singing since I was 2. So
Understood.
And then my dad and all of that.
Of course.
It's a history of music.
So you have more of a background in the church?
Yeah.
Like, they play anything else other than church music, or that's all?
In my house?
Yeah.
No, we was, if I'm going to say it this way, you knew it was cleaning up day when you heard James Cleveland,
my God,
Hezekiah Walker,
my God,
and the Love Crusaders. Yeah, back then,
folks.
the whole choir.
My God,
huh?
The Mass.
Dallas Fort Worth. That was my favorite album. That's what I remember. Mississippi Mass. When you heard that in the 5-disc changer. Yeah.
The disc changer.
The 5 CD disc changer.
Oh, the disc changer.
And you heard the water. You knew it was cleaning up time. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, that's all church. Okay. I didn't really get introduced. Well, let me not say introduced. I didn't really start listening to secular music until I was in high school when we had to play it.
Gotcha.
And I would tell them, hey, I need to listen to this because we have to, we got to play it. I need to know what I'm playing.
Okay. So we got 2 different backgrounds.
Okay.
Because that ain't my story.
Okay.
So let me tell you, you knew it was time for church when you heard either 102.3, 107.5, 106.3. Oh, yeah, 107 did. I think Dara King was on 107.
Really?
Yeah, she was on 107 on Sundays.
Okay.
Yeah, but she was on the other on 102.3 Monday through whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how. Yeah. So, or 102 or 106.3. This is more up to date.
I remember 102.7, and I still listen to that.
Yes. So you knew it was time for church on Sunday. Because that's the only thing that we play. That's the only thing my mom would play. Of course, when I'm in the car with my mom, if she driving, that's all you got. Before now, because all she do is listen to Kurt Franklin's radio. Before that, 102.3. Yeah. That's it. Now my father,
on the other hand,
listen, he is the reason that I love smooth jazz. He is the reason I love what we now call neo soul. Okay. He is the reason I am a 100% Anita Baker fan. Okay. Sade.
I love those.
Kenny G.
Yeah.
Boney James.
Kenny G. Really?
Maze featuring Frankie Beverly. Yeah. All them folks. He's the reason that I know that. So for me, I was more of the eclectic person because I just knew music all around me. So it's like, of course, I knew the church. That's the one thing that couldn't nobody take away from me. I knew the church music, the gospel music, all of them folks. I knew that, but as well as I knew the other side too. Yeah, because little did people know. I know I have bad asthma or whatever. So when I was a kid, worship music would not calm me down. It would be smooth jazz. Really? Literally. Like when I would have, as a kid, when I would have real bad asthma attacks, my dad would play smooth Kenny G, smooth jazz. Really? And it would literally calm me. I'm so serious. See, I grew up on the 95.5 station. Yes. And they played that good music. Yeah. That good soft music. That's what calmed me down. Okay. And so that's what I grew up on. Okay. That's what I grew up on. And so with that being said, now that we're older and now that we are in church, of course. And so my other question for you would be, do you agree or do you not agree with, because we are singers. Let's put that out there. We are singers. Jessica got a single out. That's that plugger right there. You didn't see that.
I saw that.
You wasn't ready for that.
They weren't
ready for that.
You do too.
We're not talking about me.
No, we're going to talk about you. If you're going to talk about me, you're going to talk about you. So, he had several. Amen. Several. Look him up.
Not several. Hilarious.
I got one. He got several.
Don't do that.
Huh?
Don't do that.
Okay.
We gonna work on her getting several. But that's not neither here nor there. But what I'm saying is because that we are singers and we're worship leaders and we in the church, my question for you would be, are we, I don't want to say allowed, but do you agree with us singing, like listening as well as singing other genres other than gospel or Christian? Do you agree with that?
I do agree with it. Here's why.
Okay.
I have, we've talked about it. I have a child.
Of course.
When she's at school, they are listening to secular music. And for me, I need to know what you're listening to. Because you're singing this song, and I'm like, so what does that mean? Tell me what that means. I don't know what that means. Well, stop singing it. Because if you don't know what it means, then I need you to,
Yeah.
And like, what was that song? Sipping on some scissor. We used to sing that back in school when we was growing up. And we didn't know what scissor was.
I still don't know.
Oh. Oh, I could tell you. Because I had to, I told y'all I'm a researcher. I look stuff up.
Absolutely.
Scissor is like cough syrup. And they would drink it as a drug instead of for getting better. They would you drink it to get high or get some kind of almost like marijuana and things like,
Bless their heart. That's still a good beat, though.
The beat is nice because we would that's all we listened to as kids, the beat. We didn't care about the words.
We still said the word, but we just, because it went with the beat.
Exactly. That's what we did. However, to answer your question, yes, I do listen to both. I do, if you're talking about the song.
Well, I mean, I don't want to go too far deep into that yet.
Okay.
Too far deep into that. Because let's be honest. When we were growing up, and you already mentioned it, when we were growing up, we loved the song, but did not realize what we were singing. It was just the vibe of the song that we loved. Yeah. And so, like, matter of fact, going back to smooth jazz, late at night, I'll be in the car with my dad, 95.5. Next thing I hear is, dun, 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 dun,
yeah, that's my workout warm-up song.
Now, I didn't know. I was like, oh my God.
I don't know the words.
Let's make love.
Huh?
Yeah.
I never knew that. But see, I have the instrumental.
That's what I'm saying. So I didn't know. Like, I was just like, I was like, hey.
Yeah,
hey,
that's it.
Hey. Yeah, I was just digging the vibe of the song. But, this sex music.
And we don't even. And so, with that being said, we got to be careful what's going into our spirit.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like but we're kids.
Yeah,
we don't know that. Now that we do, so it's like, okay, that's for a different time when I listen to that. So I do believe that music is necessary. Of course, it's universal.
It
is.
You
know what I'm saying? It's universal. At the same time, I think it's needed for certain things. Now, if we were to go ahead and go down this road of talking about, other people sampling music, I don't want to touch it I don't want to go too hard in the paint on it because I'm not that person. And I'm not that kind of person that I feel like everybody is creative. That's just me. Everybody is creative. And absolutely. And if we want to go to this, the spiritual side or whatever, we come from the creator of creativity. Yes. So at the end of the day, we're creative. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to take that away from nobody. And sometimes being creative, you tap into other things, and it may sound like something that somebody else came up with. Yeah. It happens. Do you agree? Talk about the saints of the Most High God, with this situation of sampling. I'm going to just say sampling. Do you agree with sampling other people's music? Would you ever do that, or would you be interested in doing it? If you
as of right now, no, but that's just me.
Understood.
That's just me. I like to create my own.
Of course. That's how I am.
I don't like to sound like anybody else.
Okay.
I don't, but to each his own. Like, I think Chris Brown, he sampled Janet Jackson's song.
The man of God sampled a lot of people.
He did, but the specific song that I hear in my head, I'm like, hey, Janet. And then you hear his voice. I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah. So here's the thing.
Okay.
So we're going to go this route. If secular did it with gospel, is it right that gospel do it with secular? Like,
it's been done before.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like we're making all this noise about that sample, but we've been doing, or our genre, the genre that we sing, been doing it for years.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to figure out what's the problem, or what's the issue, or why is it such a commotion when it comes into it now?
See, one thing about it is we may sample the music. We're not sampling the words.
So she sampled the words.
Yes.
So just so y'all know, I don't know nothing about this song. I ain't listened to it. I ain't did my research. Talk about me later because I really don't really care. But it's just the fact I'm more so concerned about the rumbling of people talking about it.
That's the reason why people are talking about it.
Because
she sampled the. You can clearly hear at the beginning of the song the Clark sisters singing, "Lord, I wanna do your will," whatever the words are. Forgive me if I got them wrong, but you hear the organ, you hear them singing. You actually hear the record,
right?
And then the beat changes. And the song is done with, and she does her own, lyrics.
I did see the words. I did see them. I didn't read them. It's just a lot of words, and I got discouraged.
They just. I'm sorry. They just repeat them. You got discouraged. Okay.
Let me tell you something. Words. Stop doing this in the podcast. No. So let me tell you, wordy songs discourage me because it's just too many words. And I saw them, and it's like she's talking a lot in this song.
She really not, because they're just repetitive.
Okay. Well, they should put repeat in parentheses.
They don't do that no more.
Yeah.
They really don't. That's not like back in the day when we was opening up the CD and we'd see repeat. And comma. You knew exactly what we was going back. Exactly.
Go back to the top.
It's not that. They just write it all out again.
They got a lot of time.
Because they got copy and paste.
They got a lot of time on their hands. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I never listened to the song.
Yeah, I listened to it for this purpose.
Gotcha.
Because I heard what really got me listening to the song was when I heard a preacher talking about how it was sacrilegious and everything, and I hadn't heard the song. I said, well, I need to listen to this because maybe we'll talk about it, maybe not. But before I talk about anything, let me just...
Well, that caught my attention with I think we were talking about the same preacher, with what he was saying. And for me, it's just like, I get it, but at the same time, for me, I guess I'm this person, I'm the kind of person where if that's what she did, that's what she did.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Here's my thought on it. She's not a Christian artist.
Right.
And I don't know if you wanted to go this way, but this is a lesson to songwriters. Read the terms when you about to sell your stuff.
Period.
Because anybody can do anything with your stuff.
And if you're going to use it, I want to check.
Exactly.
See, for me, I don't care. I want you to sample whatever you like. Just write Craig Jackson on that check. And I need a couple zeros. Anyway, but what I'm saying is, if you're going to do it.
Yeah.
But I feel like, just for me, and I love the church. I do. I love the church. I love the body. I love the body of Christ. I do. It's just I feel like sometimes we just bring too much in. That's not concerning. It's not really that big of a deal. It may be a big of a deal. And here's the thing: they sampled the Clark sisters. If the Clark sisters,
they said they were fine with it, so why we mad? Because if they fine, look,
Dorinda said leave Beyonce alone.
Dorinda said leave them alone.
Leave them alone. So why are we tripping?
Because people want to,
That's
in
sad.
this day and age with social media, everybody wants to have an opinion and wants to be relevant. I'm sorry.
This ain't us.
Not sorry. This is not us.
This ain't us. We just having a conversation.
I would rather be in the background.
Yeah, that ain't happening. I'm so glad you took a pause because you know that ain't happening.
Yeah. But
and sing.
Exactly.
And sing.
But you know that's the issue that I have a lot with, you know, this day and age in social media. Because, you know, when we were younger, we were growing up, our goal was to be doctors, lawyers, you know, teachers, things like that. Absolutely. Now kids want to be a social media star. It ain't all that cut up to be.
It's not.
It's really
but
not.
God bless them if they do.
I mean, yeah.
And God bless the ones that are.
Yeah,
you know?
Absolutely.
You know, so, but I guess, you know, when it comes just talking about the music thing, it's just, have you ever been, I don't want to use the word crucified, but have you been rebuked for, I don't even want to use the word rebuke, but have you been pulled to the side or had a conversation when whoever it was found out that you sung a secular song or you did a secular set? Have you ever had that experience before?
No.
We got totally different backgrounds.
I didn't. And here's the reason why. When I started getting out there to singing like jazz and because I am like you, I love jazz.
Yes.
I love the big band jazz. I love smooth jazz, but big band, I love it. And it was encouraged because, you know, a lot of people say my ministry is saxophone.
Okay.
So, you know, and
did Kenny play saxophone?
Yes, that's what he's played soprano saxophone.
Yeah, that man can make that thing talk.
Sing, yeah, absolutely. I listen to him too. Yeah. You know, it's a couple of saxophone artists that I listen to. Okay. But I wasn't rebuked for listening to that. Now, if I was listening to an R&B song and we was at church, don't you turn that off?
Well, no, I'm not talking about.
Well, not at church, I should say.
But I'm not talking about more like listening to it. I'm talking about like literally performing
it. Yeah. No.
But now, I mean, not outside of school, not high school setting, because I sung many secular songs in high school. My mom made me do choir all 4 years, and we probably did a few songs that had Lord in it, but most of the time we were doing secular songs. Like we did a whole Lion King medley, so it's like we just did secular songs. So it's like, you know,
is that secular?
It's not secular, but you know what I mean.
It's not uplifting the name of Jesus. Holy, yeah,
like,
I get it.
You know, it wasn't one of those songs. But I have done sets like for weddings.
Okay.
For mostly for weddings. I've never really done. I don't really believe I did anything else but a wedding. Excuse me. And a lot of times they'll have. Of course, I'm singing secular music, and matter of fact, when my mom and my dad, when they renewed their vows, when they renewed their vows when they got to 10 years, and I sung a secular song. So it's just,
and you were rebuked.
Not for that.
Oh, no, not for that.
But I have been.
Okay,
I have been, and when it comes down to the rebuking part, it was more so in the sense of where, like, what songs are you singing? Like, does it have profanity in it?
Okay.
Or are you singing anything that will, you know, downgrade or speak bad about women or smoking, drinking, or anything? And I'm like, no, I will never do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, going back to my mom again, one thing my mom told me that anytime you walk out of the house, you are a representation of God, me, your father, your brother, your other family, your church, you are a representation of everybody.
Yeah.
And so for me, I'm just like, well, I'm just singing a love song, and I didn't know that was a bad thing.
Right.
So I have gotten corrected. I don't want to use the word rebuke, but corrected, or basically looking at me like, well, you shouldn't be singing that or whatever. But I'm just like, it's just, I'm not doing no harm.
Right.
And that's why now it's kind of, I guess, I want to say the word, it triggered me a little bit when it come down to this situation. Because it's not just this. Like, people are talking about how you shouldn't be listening to certain music. And I'm not going to call their name out. We're not going to do that on this episode. Maybe next one. But, you know, listening to certain music. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, I get it, but I don't get it. because it's like music is so universal. Music is therapeutic. If you want to go that
very
route,
therapeutic.
If you want to go that route, let's go that route. Music is very therapeutic. Music is universal, and so I get that there are certain stuff that we just shouldn't listen to. I get that, but you're not gonna stop me listening from Auntie Anita. I will listen to her. Tony too. Miss Braxton, Janet, Michael, the Five, all of them.
The Five. Yeah, I'm in agreement with you.
Because I feel like, let's go down this road. I'm a married man. We don't listen to Mahalia Jackson. Oh, we're not going to talk about that.
You right, though.
I'm just saying.
You
Shirley
right.
ain't in my bedroom. Hezekiah, Kirk,
none of them
are in my bedroom.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, you're not going to just throw that, like, come on now.
Yeah, but
come on now.
You said you didn't want to.
I didn't. We're gonna take our time on this. We're gonna take our time on this.
Because I got so much to say about that. But I'm in agreement with you. Like, just like you said, when we're going to do different sets, because I haven't done any singing outside of church until I was in my 30s.
Understood.
So I'm getting comfortable, because there would be that talk in the back of my mind.
Of course,
you watch what you say, or what. Of course, because I'm representing God everywhere that I go, and there are certain lyrics that people say, "I want you to do this," and I would compromise with certain. Can I take this word out because it goes against what I believe?
Of course.
And I learned this from this married couple that are artists. They actually sing background for Alicia Keys.
Okay. I think I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah, I love them.
I listened to their whole record.
Yes, I love them.
Yes. Time after time.
Yes, I love them. I love them. I absolutely love them. And we go to the same church.
Yes.
So I learned them.
Yes.
I learned and listened to them. I gleaned from them because they are saved.
Absolutely.
And they say with their craft, there are certain lines that they do not cross.
Yeah.
With singing that. So you have to learn your boundaries. And people have to respect where you are.
When you started talking, there is one thing that kind of hit me.
Okay.
Because we're getting crucified. I'm gonna use that word this time. We getting crucified or thrown into the fire for singing. Let's just say we were BGVs.
Okay.
We're not leading. We just BGVs. We singing backup for a secular artist.
Oohs and ahs.
We don't, secular whatever. Here's the thing. They pay well. The genre that we sing with, they don't pay us.
They don't.
We're gonna leave that right there.
Listen, you can't just open that up
because at the end, let's be honest,
it's the truth.
They gonna pay me.
They will.
They gonna give me a good check.
Yes.
Now, if I'm singing "Thou Art Lord," you want to give me a 2-piece? Stop playing with me.
No, and I will only say that's only happening in our community.
Yes, absolutely.
Now, if you go to the other communities,
that's different. They pay well.
They pay and they feed you.
Absolutely, and give you good food. Listen, I don't walked away with groceries.
I have
2 whole boxes of Panera bread. Stop playing with me.
Panera bread, not the generic.
The whole box. It has the logo on it.
With the hot wing sauce. Yes.
Oh, okay.
No, but seriously, that's what irritates me.
Yes.
It really does. And I'm like, okay.
You all
have a problem.
You want me to submit.
You want me to submit, not just submit. You want me to sing XYZ. You want me to do a full service, sing prophetically behind the preacher.
And you got to
flow, all of that. If there's a prayer line at the end, you got to sing for that too. You want me to stay for the whole service.
All that
and for a dinner.
Well, we'll feed you.
Don't get me wrong. Sometimes we be grateful for the little dinner because we hungry.
Because we done fasted. You done made me fast for the whole service because you want me to be full into the spirit so I can flow with you and make sure that we are in tune together. And I'm hungry. And I'm thirsty because I don't want no water. I want a Pepsi.
But
stop playing with me.
Well, even if you do want a Pepsi, and do they even offer you water? Because I've never.
No. You bring your own child. You bring your cup. You bring your bottle and your towel.
Yes.
Oh, okay. We're not gonna go there. We're
already here talking about we're not gonna go there. We're here. We're here and we're alive and well. Okay. Because you keep mentioning stuff that I want to talk about, and you want to hold off on it. I do. But I got something to say.
Well, say your piece.
Listen,
I'm sorry.
Because it's an issue.
It is.
It's an issue, and I hear, because, I've gone to school for music. Some people have not gone to school for music.
I have not.
But the thing is, there are people that are skilled, that have very skilled, mm-hmm. and they're doing this, and they get offered the plate. They have bachelors and masters mm-hmm. in music, and you want them to be over your music department, but
then you get a call saying, "Hey, I need you to do a whole set for me. It's a wedding reception. I need you to do a whole set for me, and I'm gonna give you $2,500."
Okay. I'll call off if I'm scheduled
to. Listen, I will work.
Caught up, huh? We gonna be caught up.
Caught up.
Okay.
Stop playing with me.
Cause that will set. Rent will be paid. We ain't got to worry about gas, groceries, the little extra that we want. Listen, that would be a blessing. But then we go inside, the building for maybe $50, maybe a plate.
Mm. So, random thought. Here's the random thought.
I'm nervous for this.
We still gonna stay in the music theme today. We're gonna stay in the music theme today.
Okay.
What is the one song that is not in the Christian or gospel genre, but when you hear it or when you sing it, it just sends you there?
Ooh, it's a couple of them. Which one, Lord? Which one, Lord?
Give me one.
Hold on, you go first, because I can't.
You want me to go first?
Yeah, go
I've
first.
already sung it. Is Anita Baker caught up in the rapture?
Caught up in the rapture.
Because every time,
just lift your hand.
And even though the first lyric, "When we met, always knew,"
it's the music.
But it was just like when she gets to that, EDDO. I'm there.
A song for me,
mm-hmm.
Man.
I can give you another one. I got one more.
Go ahead.
Fantasia. When she first came out, she had a song.
If you don't want me, then don't. Listen. I'm like, you better sing. She needs to come out.
Yourself. Okay.
She needs to come out with a Fantasia. If you ever listen, if you ever come across this,
listen.
I need a gospel album, man.
Listen.
You are anointed.
That free yourself.
Look,
that free. I was like.
Not just free yourself. It's a song she has, collard greens and cornbread, and you just listen and you be like, yes. Talk about it. I don't even know what you're talking about, but talk about it.
Listen, let me tell you, what's your song? What's your song? Because I can give you another one.
Free Yourself was
that one.
That was one,
mm-hmm.
But there was another one, and I can't remember the artist because I haven't listened to it in a long time.
Okay.
But the music, it just, when it goes, it's because I don't know if anybody's the same way. When I listen to music, mm-hmm. I end up singing the parts.
Of course.
All three parts.
Of course.
The musician part, the drum licks.
Absolutely.
The guitar cues, all of it. Absolutely. I listen to all of it.
Absolutely.
And Prince.
Okay. Which one?
Purple Rain. Purple Rain, because I think a couple of years ago, Pastor John Hanna on 1390, they was doing a comparison between Prince Purple Rain and Open the Floodgates of Heaven. If you listen to it, it's
but even Martin went into the
yes. Yes,
he felt that thing.
He felt it.
That was a comparison.
That is definitely one. And it's the music. You be like, thank you, Lord.
I never understood like them songs that's it's R&B, pop or whatever. Matter of fact, I was listening to one on my way to work this morning, and it's the lyrics for me more than the music itself. It's more the lyrics.
Okay.
I think it's a group called Journey. It's Don't Stop Believing.
Don't stop believing. Okay. Don't stop believing. Keep believing in him. Keep believing in him, huh? Believe in him, huh?
Oh my goodness.
Don't stop believing.
I was like, yes. I don't know who y'all talking about, but that thing ministers.
It does. It can minister.
And I feel like
real
the church
good.
did that in a bump too. I don't know what church did it, but I feel like a church did it in a bump. But yeah, that thing sends me. Every time I'm at work and I hear it, I be trying not to go into it.
You know what's funny? Because you mentioned a bump, okay? I'm in church.
Okay.
Been in church all my life. But it's certain songs that I listen to and I just start bumping to. You just do the... It don't even have to have a shouting beat to it. I'm... Woo! Yeah. We do that.
I don't know who sings it, and Tierra and I was at a karaoke, and somebody got to tell me who sings it because I don't know. All he says is, "I just can't get enough. I just can't get enough." And you probably know who I'm talking. Somebody probably know who I'm talking about, but I don't know what it was. But he got in the song. That's all you get. Is I just can't get enough.
I know.
But all of a sudden I just can't get enough. I just can't. I was like, come on.
We do this.
Come on.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, we get churchy real quick.
Real churchy.
Real churchy.
And we do it for fun, but that's what's in us.
We churchy.
Like we can't, I'm not going to say we can't dance, but that's what's in us. We real churchy.
For no reason. For no reason at all. But that's what I'm saying, like, that's our background.
Yeah.
Our background is, the church music, the choir music, the praise and worship, and everything like that. At the same time, I feel like there's nothing wrong with listening to other genres. Like, I didn't realize country be hitting hard.
Oh, absolutely.
No, I mean, I know now, but years before, because when I first heard these boots are made for walking, that's just what they'll do.
Yeah.
One of these days, these boots are gonna listen. That's why I like boots now. Huh? Oh, they gonna walk. Stop playing with me. But no, I didn't realize how powerful or how storytelling country music is. Reggae, I don't know. I can't listen to reggae.
I like the beat.
Reggae wants me. I will be tempted to smoke weed if I listen to reggae.
Really?
Don't know why. That's just me. This is no judgment. So I can't listen to reggae for too long because then I'm going to go to the store and buy me a blunt. So to remove that from, I'm just being honest. Can I be honest?
That's interesting because when I listen to reggae, I don't know why. I just want to move.
No,
that's it.
Reggae I'm tempted to go buy a blunt.
Wow.
So I can't ponder on reggae for too long. I can't do it. I don't know why, but I just can't. I don't know.
That's very interesting. I've never heard that.
Yeah. We're gonna move on from that though. So here's the thing: do you like rap or do you listen to rap? Because when we were growing up, I feel like for me, I feel like in our generation, rap was like really, really frowned upon, especially if you were a gospel artist and you would do gospel rap. They threw you in hell for being a gospel rap artist.
Especially because of the East Coast, West Coast thing.
Yes.
There was a lot of violence in it. Yeah. I listen to
I'm not
it?
a rap person.
Me neither.
The only time I listen to rap is they put a rap in a song.
I don't know if you want to talk, but I can't even get with gospel rap.
I can't either.
I can't. It's certain.
Only certain people.
Except for Lecrae.
Yes.
I can listen to him.
He's the only one I can listen to. He's literally the only one I can listen to.
Kenton.
Well, he's not a rapper though. He raps.
He sings.
But he sings. Like he's more of that singer
Kenton
than rapper.
Jones.
Kenton Jones. But he's in that genre though. He is in that genre.
But Lecrae is about the only one. And then there's one. I don't know if he's like another rap artist. Mm-hmm. But I know he was on Jonathan McReynolds' album.
Okay.
We've been making living rooms on that one. Mm-hmm. D1, I think that's his name.
D1.
I can hear him. Because he made that song Maybach.
Okay.
The he paid Sally Maybach.
My God.
And look now, our student loans are being forgiven.
EBBO shot. Huh?
And we bless him for it. Amen. Hallelujah.
My God.
Yeah, but that's one. But all the other rap, I can't get into it, and I'm trying because of my child and the people, the kids that she hang around and everything.
Me, I probably would never get into rap, but I just want to read the lyrics. Yeah, that's just me. Yeah, I ain't gotta listen to it. Give me the script. Mm-hmm. Give me the manuscript.
Yeah,
let me read through
so I can, especially the ones that sound like mush mouth. I need to know what you're saying, because it's a rhythm. If you ever like just listen, and I'm like, what are you saying?
Well, half of these folks that sing is mush mouth too, because you be like, what are y'all talking about? Moving on.
Lately, moving on. Okay, we can move on.
I'm not gonna touch that.
See, you're going to stop doing that because you always open up
we're gonna be going over our time when I can't do it. So, yeah. So, okay, we got rap. Rock and roll.
Besides Elvis.
What? Tina? Rock and roll? Turner?
Oh, she's considered rock and roll?
Is she considered like rock and roll? Oh, maybe pop.
I know she's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but so are the Temptations.
True.
So
true. I thought she was rock and roll.
I don't know. Okay, Jimi Hendrix. Okay, Jimmy. Yeah, okay, Jimmy. I don't listen to him, but okay.
I know who you're talking about.
I know who you're talking about.
You
know, you have to study people in college for music. You listen to different artists, and you have to. Especially when you're going to be a music teacher.
Yeah, you gotta know all of it.
All of it.
Classical.
And this is just a sidebar.
Oh my God, help us. You might want to hit that random thought button again.
No, it's just a sidebar.
My Lord, I feel something happening.
So, me being a music major,
okay,
I could never stay awake in music history.
Who could?
You would think as a music major you would be interested in.
I don't care about the history. I just want to learn how to play. What kind of spirit?
I always
I don't want to care who came up with GHA. Well, I don't care.
Music history is more than that. Mm-hmm. They go into the classical artists and who not created G or whatever, but they talk about Bach and Mozart and.
My eyes is getting nervous.
But going back to sampling, a lot of people have sampled their songs.
Absolutely.
A lot of people.
I'm trying to figure out.
And still do it.
There was a movie that I watched. It was boring as ever. But he was, I don't even know who this guy was. I don't know if it was Beethoven or whoever. But he was deaf. But he played great music. And in order for him to listen to the music, like they built the piano. They built the piano in a way where he had to put his head in and then he had to play. I don't know who that was, but that was always interesting to me on how he did that, whoever he was. Maybe that's something that we'll look up at another time and we'll talk about that off screen.
There was there's a movie out called Mr. Holland's Opus.
I remember that. Never watched it, but I remember the movie.
Just based off of what you were saying, they built the piano. So, long story short, Mr. Holland was the teacher. He was the main character. His son was deaf.
Gotcha.
And he ended up looking into things because he didn't understand why he couldn't communicate with his child because he didn't do the sign language classes like his wife did and things like that. But they ended up building a contraption and did a whole concert for his class. where the lights, they could understand the music because of the lights.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's very interesting.
It is. Speaking of movies, hit that random thought button one more time. I need to understand something.
What you got?
Now you just mentioned a movie, right?
Uh-huh.
How have you not seen The Greatest Showman?
You know what? You didn't have to do that.
Yes, I'm going to put it out there.
Because
how?
Because I never knew about it.
You never knew about? Oh my!
No, I'm being honest.
You never like saw the trailer.
No.
Oh my God.
No. See, you have to. So, growing up, I don't know how people saw The Greatest Showman growing up. Like, it wasn't even in, like, at school, you know, certain, like, the Temptations movie.
Right.
I knew about the Temptations movie because of school. Gotcha. I knew about the 5 Heartbeats because of school.
The Greatest Showman was out before, like, I mean, it's not, like, that old, though. Believe when I tell you, I am not here to condemn your fire person. But I'm just like, for a person, because you mentioned the Mr. Holland movie or whatever, and maybe because I'm just a musical person. I love musicals. I love the creativity that people put into musicals.
Okay.
And so that's why I'm like, I'm a big kid. I'll watch the High School Musical. I'll watch
like
Hairspray. I'll watch all that stuff. I
do the Wiz, but The Greatest Showman,
you have not seen that.
I haven't seen it yet. I do have Disney Plus, so I do.
Yes. even if you don't look at the movie, which I hope that you do because it is a good story. Listen to the music. I love the music.
Okay, I can listen to the music all day.
Yeah, it's like people like I never really got into the story of Hamilton, but I listened to the whole soundtrack.
Yeah,
like I would not sit and watch Hamilton ever again, but I will listen to the soundtrack.
What's crazy is I'm not a big musical theater person. However, I love Motown the musical.
Okay.
I love like Hairspray and the Wiz live that they did. I kind of like that, but I like the Wiz the movie.
Diana Ross.
Yeah, Diana Ross. That's a classic.
Absolutely.
Stay there.
I go into worship every time Lena Horne sings.
Believe in yourself. When she said that, woo! Yes, that's she felt it. Okay.
Listen,
Lena. She blessed us, okay?
Oh, okay.
Believe in yourself as I believe in you, huh?
She meant that thing. That
did.
That 2-minute song. Listen, your life will never be the same if you ever watched The Wiz.
Okay, and I hope all of y'all have. Okay,
that part. But yeah, I like musicals. I do. I like musicals. So that's why I mentioned it. Because I was like, it was kind of weird when I saw that you said that you didn't, that you haven't seen it. I was like, that's interesting to see or interesting to know. So yeah, you definitely got to get into it with it. And I mean, there's still stuff that I still haven't seen today.
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff I haven't seen, but that's one of them I have not seen. Okay. I have not seen the movie Notorious. I haven't seen that. I haven't. It's a whole bunch of stuff I haven't seen, and that's largely because I choose not to sometimes because I don't like to do stuff that's popular.
I feel you.
I don't like.
Now let me tell you this. Let's go back to The Greatest Showman real quick, and then we're gonna wrap this up. With The Greatest Showman, I didn't watch it when it first came out. Okay. I would say that I was never that. I wasn't that interested in it when it first came out. I'm gonna say it like this. So don't think that I saw it. No, I was not that person. Excuse me. I was more so that person. Like it takes time for me to like ease into stuff, and so it's like when I finally was able to have the time to sit and actually focus on it, I was there with it. Okay. The whole story. So it's just like I'm the same way. I never go with the. It was saying sorry for all you Marvel people. I never saw Black Panther when it first came out.
Okay.
I didn't.
When it first came out. Okay.
Yeah, I never did it. I didn't. It took me a minute to watch Black Panther. To be honest with you, prayerfully, thankfully, I watched it before the Man of God transitioned out of here. But I did watch Black Panther.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I was never into the trend. Like you wasn't going to find me at the show with my Wakanda gear on. You're not going to do that. I would be in all black.
There's only
in a hoodie.
2 movies.
Oh, okay.
There's only two movies that I saw when they first came out. One, Lion King, when it first came. The very first one. The original, the one that came, The Lion King.
The Lion King.
The one where we all cried when we was 5 years old in the
Sky.
When Sky did that. Yeah. That's a whole nother conversation. But it was that one and The Passion of Christ. And I went there with the church.
Okay, we're going to wrap this up. But with that Passion, I went with my best friend. Listen, I told Tierra when we ever have a kid, that's going to be their punishment. They got to watch The Passion.
Oh.
Moving on.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got to watch and you cannot close your eyes.
Nope.
You're going to watch everything.
Because I cry every time I see it.
So that's going to be their punishment. Listen, y'all, we're going to wrap this thing up. We are going to wrap this thing up. We're going to be talking about more music because we got some more that we got to talk about. Give y'all a little bit of a nugget of a two that we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about the Stellas.
Okay.
We're definitely going to talk about the Stellas on our conversation on the Stellas. About the Stellas and everything like that, which we'll talk about that. We might bring some people in on this one.
We just might.
I think we might bring some people in on this one, just some other people, especially because we got people that sing just as well as we do, and I'm pretty sure they have opinions about singing secular, and everything like that. So, but we're definitely gonna bring that in. So y'all gonna be want y'all to be in tune with us on this musical, not musical, but this music topic that we're gonna talk about probably for a couple sessions or whatever. But we do got one more bill to pay.
We do.
Come on, Jay, talk to them about that bill.
So listen, if you all enjoy listening to us, we want to hear from you. So listen, you go email us. Send us an email, whether you have suggestions about what we should talk about or anything like that. Email us at withoutlimitspodcast@gmail.com. We are open to talking about things, and this is just an open conversation, okay?
That's all it is.
So listen, just email us, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and share on YouTube. Go to Podbean. If you don't want to watch it, you can go to Podbean and listen to us. Subscribe there as well. And we look forward to hearing from you all.
Yes. So we thank y'all for tuning in with us on this another episode of the Without Limits podcast. Conversations with CJ
and Jay.
Peace, y'all.